Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is another base video for you guys for Legend League, and this base is doing really well for me. And if you guys are wondering, no, I did not build this base, so you might have already seen this. And to be honest, I used this base already for quite a while, so I think actually a lot of people in Legend copied this already as well. But I want to show this to you guys today, and before we're actually talking over the base, or like about the base, I want to share with you guys how the base did on defense, because I think that's what everyone is here for. You guys want to see if you guys can use this base. And this is how this base did yesterday for me. Like overall 8 defenses and minus 138. So that's not too much. And obviously you guys now say, okay, you might be really low. I can show you all of the trophy counts of my attackers. So in the beginning, most of them were like 5,350 roundabout, and then a couple of people were a little bit higher as well, and still there were 1 stars. So overall, this base is doing crazy well. You guys see all of those low percentages, like 50% barely. Like that was a really close one. Even more 1 stars, like with Zeb Lalo, like with using the lightning spell. Then we have some more Yeti attacks over here. This one got kind of close, like with 90%. But still, there's a 1 star with Yeti Smash. We will take a look at that in a second as well. And yeah, overall the base did really well. I will show you guys obviously a couple of replays. But first off, let's take a look one more time like on the base. I will try to explain to you why exactly I think this is a good base. But before we're doing that, guys, if you are thinking about like spending money on the game or like buying the offers or anything like that, make sure that you're using a creator code. If you want to support me, just use the creator code ITSU. Thank you guys so much. That's at the bottom of your screen. And let's get back to the base, and I will try explain to you guys why exactly this is a good base, or why exactly I use this base, and what exactly I tweak, because this is obviously not the original version. Like I tried to change quite a bit. First things first, like with the Tesla, normally all of those Tesla are like kind of stacked or clumped together in this compartment over here, like 4 Tesla over there, which I didn't like that much. I wanted to like spread them out a little bit more. What I felt like is a little bit better, because now we have those really great Springtrap locations over here, which is awesome against Yeti Smash and Hybrid. You guys will see that later in the replays. But the one thing which convinced me on my own is the fact that it's kind of nice against E-Directs. So how do you see if the base is good against E-Directs or bad? The most important thing is the bounces, or like the lightning chain value which you can get on key buildings, which means, for example, air defenses. And you can see on the left and right side are just like symmetrical, so I will just show the left side on this one. You always see there are at least 2 tiles in between of the air defense and the next building. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So you guys see there's never ever a chain of an Electro Dragon going to this air defense. So they always have to go to this air defense on their own kinda and smack it down. This is kind of the same story with the others, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Like there will be never ever a chain coming to this air defense. All of you guys might wonder, what is Itsu talking about? Electro Dragon chains can only jump over 1 tile, and that's pretty important. So for example, there's 1 tile in between of this Scatter and this Wizard Tower, so the E-Drag could chain those 2 buildings. But because there's like 2 tiles in between, those E-Drags cannot chain those 2 buildings. And that's kind of important. So the key defenses are not able to get chained by the E-Dragons, which is really nice on this base. The next one, it's kind of like a teaser base, but normally teaser bases struggle against the lightning spell because, well, there's a lot of value normally. But on this base, it's a bit different. Like on this base, if we go for the scout view, you guys see the clan cast is kind of isolated. So what people might think is they would go for the zaps over here, like for the lightnings over here. And after that, like they go for something like Sui like this, and then they can easily Lalo. But the problem with this is that there are the Tesla in here. So those Tesla really mess up the pathing of the Lalo, and that's really nice. The next thing is we have this tornado over here. And this tornado is to kind of catch blimps which are coming from the bottom side. But I think the easiest way to show to you guys what exactly I mean by that, I will show you guys that in the replay. That's the base. I will show you guys now a couple of replays, and then you guys can decide if you should copy the base or not. By the way, the base link should be hopefully in the base in the video description. And now the first 1 star is kind of like golem, ice golem, witch, bow. I don't really get what exactly this army composition is, so we won't show that. We just say, okay, this was a kind of troll army or maybe like event army, I don't know. The next first one is kind of like a classic, which is Queen Charge Hybrid. So let's take a look at that first. And then we go for E-Drags, and then we go for Yeti Smash replay, okay? So those are kind of the most used strategies in Legend, I think. I think the most used is Yeti Smash, then E-Drags, and then I think after that, I'm not really sure, like maybe Dragons, maybe Yeti, maybe like Hybrid, I'm not really sure, but those are for sure 3 of the most used strategies in Legend. So the first thing is, you guys will see that later in another replay as well, charging around the Town Hall is not that easy because wall breakers are kind of tricky over there, and then obviously all of the 3 single throne towers and the timing with the clan castle is really annoying. The other option you have is kind of to go in between, like in this part of the base, which is not that easy either because you have to funnel pretty well. So this guy is trying to charge in, I guess, over here, or maybe in this compartment, one of those two. But now it kind of shows you guys how difficult it is. He invested 1 Yeti and 1 Wizard, which is overall 22 troop space, which is quite a lot. And the Queen is still not going in. So this attack already turned from a pretty solid beginning into a really bad entry at this point, because the Queen is not going in that easily. Now this air defense is like shooting non-stop, 1 healer so far died, and now the Queen is like walking around the bottom side, and obviously it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky for the Queen staying alive at this point because there are 4 freaking ground explodes shooting at her. Obviously the Queen is making it out of the range of the air defense, so that's nice. And to be honest, this guy knows what he's doing, so he is really good in the recovering, in my opinion. I think most people already would have panicked and like would have dropped whatever, but now he's trying to go for the risky way. I respect that. I mean, we already knew the results, so it's going to be a 1-star. But still, like, it's a really good attempt to save this attack, which I have to say, because now he's kind of trying to make his healer switch, which they are successfully doing, and like he really knows what he's doing. So this is not a bad attacker at all. It's like just not that easy to funnel everything, and now he's trying to save it. The Royal Champion is getting into the base as well, and trying to follow up the hybrid. I think he did drop it a little bit later because he wanted to rely on the Royal Champion to actually make it to the Town Hall. But because now the Tesla are popping up, it's like not that easy to get to. Now take a look at the right side of the spring traps. Easy peasy, all of those Hawk Riders are gone. And well, now all of the skeleton traps are popping up as well. And it's like a really tough like thing where you could not really get through like this core of the space with all of the scatters and like with all of the Tesla, etc. So now the Queen is like going for a couple of walls. She's switching target because the Royal Champion took down the other building. But yeah, like nothing is making it to the Town Hall, and this is kind of the bad thing for him now. Like I said, this guy actually knew what he is doing, like trying to save the attack, so that was a really good attempt. But yeah, the town was just too far back, and after the beginning there was no chance of coming back. But now let's try to take a look at the next attack, which is an Electro Dragon attack, and that's I think the one army which is the most annoying one in Legend, at least. Now I think maybe Yeti Smash is more annoying, not really sure. But still, let's take a look. So the first thing is, since the sweepers are pointing upwards, most of the people are kind of scared going into that. So that's why a lot of people are coming from the bottom side. But as I told you already, the air defense and everything are not that easily bounced with the chains, so that's pretty important. So let's take a look at how those chains work. First off, a couple of chains into the base, obviously. Now the early warden ability, I guess. No, okay. Like a couple of seconds late for blocking the damage from the eagle onto the E-Drag, but still soaking up the black mine because of that. And now everything is getting into the base. And take a look at the left side as well, at this air defense. This air defense is staying forever up. Like this air defense cannot be chained with those E-Dragons. And you guys can see the air defense is staying up, killing E-Drags left and right. And now the blimp is coming in. And if you guys remembered correctly, there was a sneaky tornado trap in this path, and here we go. Tornado trap is going ham, and it's, yeah, they won't make it. That's kind of it. So they won't make it to the Town Hall, which is awesome, and this means this is going to be a 1-star. And obviously, like this tornado trap is a bit like gambling on which side they're coming in from. Like obviously not all of the attackers are using the blimp on the left side, but that's how it works. Like you can't defend every single angle. I mean, that's how the base meta is right now. And yeah, there's not going to be a 2-star. So nice defense, once again, MVP Tornado. And now let's take a look at the Yeti Smash, which I have to say, I already watched the attack. I was kind of confused by the attack, but still, I want to share it with you guys. Obviously, like the Zap Lalo over here as well. It's kind of tricky. But let's take a look at this base, like at this attack, sorry. And he's actually trying to do an entry which I would have normally predicted for a hybrid attack. So that's why I said we will see later on a hybrid entry, I guess. Even though he's doing Yeti Smash, so I was really confused. Maybe he misplaced his queen and he wanted to drop the warden. I don't know. Let me guys know what you think. But it's a really strange attack. Let's take a look at it. So first off, he's going to start at some point with his queen. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. So the queen is starting over here. Normally you would do a warden over here. So that's kind of like a normal entry on this base with warden walk over there. So if you guys are like thinking about switching traps, make sure that you're stacking like a really heavy Tesla farm on this right side. So if someone is doing a warden walk over there, the warden is getting exploded. Something like that would be pretty funny. Now, well, the air defense is shooting his healers like non-stop. And the problem is the queen is not going in. This is what I said earlier when I told you that this base is not that easy to queen charge from the top side. And now even the queen is dying in her ability because, well, headhunters are annoying as hell. So now he's trying to like get the CC with his king. I don't really know why, but still he's trying to do so. Let's speed through that a little bit. And now the eye is going at the top side with the witches, or like with one witch. I think it's two. Yeah, it's 2 witches. And yeah, then the hybrid, the Yeti Smash in from the top side. But yeah, that queen charge was kind of strange. Like I said, that's normally an entry with which a lot of people are doing with queen charges, with queen charge hybrid. So that's not an uncommon opener. But you guys saw it's not really working. Now the double scatter shot is completely wrecking all of his troops, and you guys see this is not going to be a crazy good attack. So yeah, that's kind of how the base works. So if you guys want to try it out, make sure just to copy the base link. And let me know how it defends for you guys. And one more time, obviously, there are no bases out there which can defend any entry or like all of the strategies. So for me, this base did really well. I used this base for nearly a month, I think, because I was just like lazy switching bases and everything. And as you guys see, like I don't have really time to do my attacks. That's the next problem. So yeah, let me know if it works for you guys. I really hope that it's getting you some nice trophies, especially in the lower trophy range. It's working really well. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will hopefully see you guys back tomorrow. Until then, see ya, guys, and bye-bye.